Music inspiration. Jaws, 1975. This movie has some of the most iconic music in the entire film industry. As soon as you hear the music, you can instantly infer that it is one of the Jaws films. As soon as you hear the music, your heart starts to get faster, it starts to beat faster because you know the shark is coming to get you and kill you. The use of fast, high-pitched music creates fear and suspense as music builds up to set the scene for a shark attack. As if you're in the middle of the water or on the beach and you hear this music, you know that the shark is coming. The use of the high-pitched music when the shark is near makes you know in the future, if the music is playing like this, you know the shark is coming to get you. The high-pitched music creates tension and suspense as it puts on edge the audience because it is really uneven and sharp, making you a very jagged feeling. The slow build up to it creates suspense as your heart beats in sync with the rhythm and the beat of the music, and as the beat gets faster, your heart rate starts to increase as well. Because it puts you on the edge of your seat, and the sudden burst at the end surprises the audience, because when a shark attacks and it bites, it suddenly gets suddenly loud and fast. This attracts the type of audience who want to be surprised and want to be scared and shocked. Like, for example, this kind of connects to horror films. So this thriller films and horror films they connect closely to each other in terms of music. Inception, 2010. In Inception, a lot of deep, loud music is used. Like, for example, the loud horn sounds that are used. They are used to primarily increase suspense, as it is slow and loud. This puts the audience on the edge of their seat because they can infer that something big is about to happen or something big is coming. And they create these sounds of these big, massive drums that hit every so often, bwam. The use of the loud noise is used to present the film as being melodramatic in a way, because it's so loud and being really deep, it echoes, which connotes that the film is going to be very intricate because it contains multiple dream worlds and the plot that is very complex to the viewer. So the music tries to infer that the plot is going to be like this. The music in this is really fast paced, which mirrors the film in terms of plot and atmosphere, as it contains a lot of action and chase scenes that causes for the movie to be more interesting, which runs parallel to the film. So it doesn't run contrapuntal, so it's not really light-hearted music, because it is really action-based, deep thriller film. Psycho, 1960. The film uses very high-pitched music that emphasises the horror of the film and also the murder, especially during the shower scene. This movie literally created the basic conventions of thriller music. A lot of modern day films get inspiration from Psycho, such for example Jaws, that uses it quite a lot. It uses it most of the time in Jaws. Hitchcock uses a lot of very high-pitched music, which can be compared to chalk screeching on a chalkboard, which makes the audience cringe, because you don't like that feeling of, that very high-pitchedness coursing through your bones, because the music is very uncomfortable and unnerving, which adds to the creepy atmosphere of the film. Because, in the film, Norman dresses up as his mother, which is creepy and psychotic, and adds, a psycho thriller. And it really plays and toggles with the minds and what the mind can do to the body. The movie uses music to portray the psychotic killings by Norman and his double personality. I can take inspiration from the film, as it both uses silence and the music as something that influences the atmosphere of the film. For example, the shower scene. This is where you see the woman showering and Norman dressed up as his mother, opening the shower curtain and repeatedly stabbing her, in sync with the music as he stabs her. So it makes it so the stabbing's in tune with the music, so it's like dun 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 dun, something like that, yeah. Taken, 2008.
Swallow my pollen. I swam into your spell. On the ride of God we fell. You were plush and dolly bed. You had me howling cold. I fell into your skin. On the night you led me under your sin. You had me
can take inspiration from Taken as it uses a lot of silence during its scenes. The use of silence is to put the audience into a false sense of security, because they do not know what is going to happen. This creates suspense as something might happen. That shock will cause the audience to be surprised. That will lead the audience to anticipate the next scene and what might happen. Because, you know, if one, like, surprise has happened in the film, that means they might expect another one, so they have to be put on the edge of their seats. The music played in Taken is very fast, aside from the silence. This can reflect the amount of action in the film, because the film is very fast paced and has a lot of chase scenes that cause for the audience's heart to beat like faster and get them excited for the film. Because the film is targeted at a male audience, the stereotype portrayal of men in the media is that they love their action movies and just they love their violence, meaning that, you know, the music has to be faster, it has to create interest in the film so the audience will watch it. The Dark Knight. The music in this film was meant to be inspirational, as it is meant to be used to inspire people in the film. As Batman is shown to be a figure of inspiration for people to fight against the darkness and the criminals in the city of Gotham. The music is very fast paced and driven, which edges on the audience to support Batman and to believe that he's the hero that the city didn't need. The music can also be very dark and mysterious, especially when the Joker turns up in the movie. Because he is a deranged character, because he's very psychotic, he's a killer. Once the music plays, you know, like the shark in Jaws, that the Joker is around and he's going to kill people. This movie's music connects a lot to Inception, mainly because it is directed by the same guy as Inception, Christopher Nolan. They both use the same kind of music, the loud blaring music, which captures the audience's attention. The music helps to drive the plot, as it acts as a source of inspiration for the audience to get hooked on, and for the character's action to be personified and make it seem more like they are important to the storyline of the film. It can also be said that the music speaks louder than the character's dialogue, because when something sad happens, it is the music that tells us that, you know, the moment is sad without the characters having to say anything. Also, when action sequences happen, the music tells you, you know, that it is music, because it is loud and fast and makes you connote that something violent is happening, because of the explosions and loud blaring music that makes you, you know, make you listen to, because it's like right in your face. I can get inspiration from these different films, as my film is going to be a thriller, so I can use these types of that music, like silence and all that, to increase the suspense and action of a thriller film. Thank you.